broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand.
Come on, come on.
I'll clap for that. RKO out of nowhere.
That was the worst RKO ever. Now he's on for the entire show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Raw After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm Cathy Kelley. The dead one over there is actually the host of this show.
Oh, yeah. I think you spilled my water.
No, then you actually did that beforehand. Nice playoff, though. Nice playoff.
Oh, man, I know how to sell an RKO, don't I?
Yeah.
And I know how to get it
Out of nowhere. That was great.
Thanks.
Did you go left or right arm? I couldn't even tell.
It was a left.
Was that out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Extreme Rules isn't your hometown, so you're getting ready for it.
Yep.
It really
Oh,
is.
that's what it is.
Get ready for Tough Enough.
And Tough Enough.
Uh-oh, are you
What?
auditioning?
Yeah, get in there, Kath.
Are you tough enough, Kathy?
Yeah, my upper body strength is
What?
killer.
You tough enough? What?
He's not hosting it this year, is he?
No, I don't believe so. I'm stumbling now. I'm all beat up.
You've got stars
Concussion.
around your head, too.
like a cartoon.
Or like the cartoon that no one's watching tonight.
Yeah, if you're not watching Rock and Wrestling, thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate it. I don't blame you if you
I
are.
used to love that show.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Still love it.
that album I listened to. I know the whole album from front to back.
I didn't know there was an album till you told me.
The Rock and Wrestling album, dude.
I mean, I get it.
Get on it.
Okay.
Get with it.
I won't.
Get it.
Didn't you get it? You bought the vinyl?
I had it on cassette. I did not get the. I want to get the vinyl. They re-released it. I need to get that. All right, guys, let's do this. Kathy, thank you for the RKO. Can we give me a high five up top? Welcome everybody.
Only RKO to be high-fived after.
That was a great RKO. Raw came from Albany, New York. We come to you from Los Angeles, California. The OG crew, just myself, at Jay Quasto. That man is wearing a real sweet Bray Wyatt Undertaker shirt. Only sold at WrestleMania 31. You can find him on Twitter at TheWalkingDale. He's my compadre. He's Dale Rutledge.
How's it going?
Oh, man, I'm good.
Oh, man, it feels good to be back.
There you go. Yeah, back from
Too
Japan.
long.
How was the trip?
Oh, it was awesome. Asia's great. Japan was really, really fun.
How are the robots?
The Robot Restaurant was crazy. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out online. Robot Restaurant in Tokyo.
I want to go.
It's really crazy. It's like hot anime girls riding on top of dragons made out of metal,
Okay, I should go to Japan.
fighting each other.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on board.
Oh, you'd like it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure I would like Japan. And the woman sitting next to Dale Rutledge, you can find her on Twitter at Cathy Kelley. She is actually wearing a vest, and it's denim, and it's pretty dope. She's Cathy Kelley.
Hey.
And she also RKO'd me. She RKO'd me.
I'm like super cool tonight, so.
Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Born this way.
So just us three tonight. Oh, I called ourselves the OG crew, and there's people in chat who are like, "You're not the OG crew. Shut up. We've been here for 2 years." Jeez. Come
Some
on.
of us have
Way to
been here
keep the
for
fans
3.
Cut us a break.
Some of us.
Kathy is OG.
I'm not OG.
No, she's
Maria
not.
Kanellis is OG.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Not me.
It's been a while, though. All right, so Extreme Rules this Sunday. This is the go-home Monday Night Raw. Let's just get into it. Randy Orton enters that steel cage. He said he's going to break Seth's jaw this Sunday at Extreme Rules. He's going to pick him up by his pretty blonde streak, slam him into the cage, and set him on fire. And then when the beating is over, he will end his reign as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins, man, is he coming into his own as a heel or what, Dale?
Oh, man. I mean, Seth Rollins has been great for a while, but this run as champ, I think, is going to really do him some good.
It already has.
And what's going on with him and Triple H? He's kind of giving Triple H a little bit of lip. This whole episode, he was kind of...
I think that's intentional. Though.
Yeah.
They want
right.
to build some tension between the two.
Yeah.
Kind of like it. Curious where that's going.
I just love everything Seth Rollins is doing. Such a great, smarmy heel. He said, I didn't bother listening to what you said, Randy Orton, because it doesn't even matter. I'm going to be, I'm the best at playing human chess, and I'm going to become the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time. And as good as you are, Randy Orton, I am that much better. And then Randy Orton says, you know what, I'm going to let off some steam tonight on Raw, and there's only one way I know how to let off steam, and that's by RKOing everyone I see in sight. And that's what he says he's going to do, just like Cathy did to me to start off the show.
That's right.
Is it really out of nowhere if you announce it, though?
Well, it sure was down at catering.
That was probably the best one of the night, would you say?
Yeah.
Hands down.
Well, it's so weird when the scene started. I'm like, they're in catering. And then I saw Heath Slater talking to Eric Rowan. I'm like, where is this going? And I should have known.
Some kind of redhead.
Yeah, it's like
convention.
back anytime Mae Young would show up, you're like, oh, this is gonna be something good.
Somebody's birthing a hand.
That's just pretty much what happened there. So yeah, pretty solid start to the show with Rollins and Orton. They're going to be main eventing Extreme Rules, and I'm looking forward to it. They're going to be able to build off what they did in WrestleMania, and so it's going to be some weird stuff happening because Kane is the gatekeeper.
Yeah, what does that mean? We don't really know, do we?
I think he's gonna be able to open and close the gate if he wants to.
Oh, gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps the gate safe.
Yeah.
I see.
Kind of like in Ghostbusters. Are you the gatekeeper?
It's not really anything
Nothing like
that.
Ghostbusters.
Gatekeeper.
Nothing even remotely like Ghostbusters.
Unless he
Hopefully
gets
they're
slimed.
marshmallows, though.
Ooh.
What?
Little Stay Puffed action.
That'd be great.
Kathy has been on a marshmallow kick. She wanted to feed me s'mores earlier.
Yeah, she was chanting with Ryback, feed me s'mores. I'm like, all right. Getting that sweet tooth.
I like it.
First match of the evening, Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper. Harper gets on that microphone. He says, I don't know why you ain't afraid of me, boy, but after tonight you will be. This match lasted about 20 seconds.
Yeah, if that.
If that. Real fast count out. They're beating each other up all the way up the ramp. Harper takes advantage and throws him into the LED boards and leaves him for waste.
I don't understand how you take that. And there's no
You
give.
don't.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Well, it's like the classic shot when the NWO launched Rey Mysterio into the truck. There's no easy way to take that.
Yeah.
You just ram yourself into it, or they throw you into it, and then you fall and hopefully fall gracefully.
Lights out.
Lights out!
That was a great high five, guys.
That was as
Great
good as
high
last
five.
week when AJ made all those gifts of us.
I know. Johnny tried to high five me like 10 times.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, only one time.
And so he made a couple gifts. They were pretty funny.
Johnny's not that coordinated. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I know that.
He's not that great. Hey, Johnny. Seth
also
Rollins,
can't-
right?
He can't hear things below certain.
He's kind of like a fun
I
dad.
turned all my volume down. By the way, there was a Fun Dad sign on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks to Mickey Beltran from, he lives in Gibraltar.
There you go. You nailed it.
Yep, almost forgot where he lived. I knew it was somewhere out there. All right, so that match didn't last long, but that's leading to this Sunday at Extreme Rules. We now have Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper. What's the stipulation in that? Is there one?
It is a Chicago street fight.
Okay, right. What do you, Kathy, you're from Chicago.
Yes.
What do you think is going to be in a Chicago street fight?
Deep dish pizza.
Yes!
Okay. Just smash each other with deep dishes.
Yeah.
Just like, here's a
hope so.
pepperoni and sausage, and just hit them off the head.
Yeah.
But he's vegetarian. That's the rub.
Who's a vegetarian?
I don't know.
Okay.
No one.
Neither one of them look like vegetarian.
They don't look vegetarian at all.
Maybe
Hit me with a gluten-free, please.
maybe a large mirrored jelly bean.
Ooh, okay. Anything else that you think would be in a Chicago street fight? Are we talking like, I don't know, Chicago Bear helmets? Like, what else would be in a Chicago street fight?
Al Capone.
Bring back the hot dog stand from Ambrose's gimmick a couple months ago.
Hot dog stand. Thank you, Mark Donica. Perfect.
Chicago style hot dogs.
Yep, hot dogs.
I've never seen a hot dog stand in Chicago.
Al Capone
I can't think
is
of one
not
either.
alive,
Oh.
but that's okay.
But all the more reason to use them in a fight.
Yeah.
I
would
agree.
say.
Spooky.
There you go. It's Halloween havoc.
The rigor mortis is
Al
set in.
Capone is here. All right, so yeah, a Chicago street fight. You know what? At least we're having matches with different kind of extreme rules, if you will.
Yeah,
so,
like
hey.
that extreme arse kissing that'll happen.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a pirate to tell you.
Is that your way of being Irish?
I don't think so.
Kiss me arse, matey.
You've got quite the booty on you.
Oh, I'm going to pillage the booty. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So anyway, Seth Rollins, J&J, they're sneaking around backstage trying to avoid the RKO. And primetime players, once again, man.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. Out of nowhere. So good.
They looked actually frightened by it. That was the best part. J&J especially were like, yeah.
Noble gets mad. He's like, you shouldn't be doing that.
To hear a pirate southern accent.
I don't know if I can mix the two.
And Titus says, you know what, I'm going to get out of here before I have to beat your little ass. And then I believe Darren said tender white meat.
I think so.
Not quite sure.
It was like a line that he had planned to say earlier, and then things went different, and then he just said it anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
Ooh, here's a good idea for the Chicago Street Fight from Chris Gentry. Bring in Mike Ditka. Perfect.
I bet he's available.
Well, he might be.
This Sunday.
He might be.
I have a really good Mike Ditka shirt.
Ditka?
It's just a mustache and sunglasses.
I love that.
Funny.
I'd wear that all day.
I do.
No, you don't.
She's wearing it right now.
Okay, fine. Anyway, they run into Triple H afterwards. Seth asks about Kane, and Triple H says, you know, he's been busy sending me emails, blah, blah, blah. Seth says, you know, I need more security. And Triple H says, hey, Seth, it's one guy. And walks away.
Yep.
Okay.
That indeed happened, sir.
I'm still thinking of things that could be in the Chicago Street Fight.
I ran out of ideas at pizza, and you said that.
An L train car.
Okay.
There you go.
I almost feel like it would be like a fans bring the weapons match or something. That'd be neat.
Oh, my. That sounds like trouble,
Well, it is Chicago.
honestly. CM Punk could be in the match.
Whoa.
Yep. That'd be a hell of a Chicago Street Fight. Not gonna happen.
This is when he returns, right?
Pretty
His
sure.
big return. No.
I think it's Dale. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna put money on
Are
this
you?
one. Yeah, I'm putting money.
What kind of money?
I'm gonna just text my booker.
All those
White
yen?
sock.
All those yen you were using over in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you even know what the conversion rate is?
No.
It's a lot.
I think yen is in China, isn't it?
Yen is not in China.
it's
It is
It is Japan. I was
Yeah.
right. Right back. All right.
Yeah. You're doing good before you question yourself.
All right, good. I question
He can
myself
high
every
five
day.
himself.
I saw that.
Got
Very coordinated on the
Second
self high
time that's
five.
a
Moving on, number one tag team contenders match. We had New Day, Kofi and Big E versus the Lucha Dragons. You know, Dragons, of course, out-quicking New Day early on. But Xavier with a little bit of a distraction. Big E takes advantage. Double moonsault from the Dragons, which was amazing. I love these guys. Everyone is outside the ring, basically trying to struggle their way back in. We see Xavier kind of plotting and scheming.
Yeah.
Crawls into the ring and holds Sin Cara from getting back in, so New Day wins via count out.
And he's just like,
Yes.
Sorry, my hand's a little
I
cold.
loved
Sorry about that.
New
like
Day
a hug.
wins. They are going to Extreme Rules.
I love heel New Day.
Yes.
New Day sucks. This is
Day
exactly
sucks.
what they needed, and you know the crowd is into it, into hating them. But they were actually,
I love hating them.
yeah.
And it's about time Xavier did something dastardly. I love it.
Yeah.
He cheated, and that's how they won. And then, of course, RKOs to Kofi and Xavier, and Big E backed away. I love this. So great. Because everyone is booing the New Day, and now they're starting to have victories. And hell, they're going to go against Kid and Cesaro. I feel like this could be a bit of a double switch. I almost feel like this Sunday we're going to have New Day, bam, your heels. I almost feel like Kid and Cesaro, everyone's going to be on board with them, man.
I mean, you know, the crowd likes them, but I don't know if we'll see them shift into like a traditional face team. I think they'll still be heels, but the crowd will definitely be supporting Cesaro Kid. Mm-hmm. They've been working on them being heelish for a while, and Natalya has been becoming more and more heel-like herself,
yeah,
even.
but they do need more face divas, so I could also see them.
It seems like the Bellas are going a little face, though. Hard to tell. The crowd is kind of split on them, but
I just love the way they won in just cheap fashion. Like to go for the tag titles, they won in the cheapest fashion possible by hanging onto a dude and not letting him get in the ring.
under the ring.
Like that could not be any further than what the New Day's been preaching for the past number of months, and that's the best part about it.
JBL had a funny line during this match. He said, "Hit him where the mask is, because there's a head under there."
Wait, what? There's a head under
That's where they hide the head. Yeah,
I missed that line.
Yeah, it was awesome.
If that's a clear soundbite, I may have to use that for
You missed it, Michael.
compadres this week. Michael, hit him with that mask. So we got I don't think there's a stipulation, though, right? Just tag titles on the line?
Just tag titles, as far as I know.
Okay.
That and the IC title, if it happens, I guess, are both stipulation free.
That is a concern, dude, because they did mention that tonight.
Yeah.
What is going on with Daniel Bryan again? Is this? I could probably look it up. But is this a nagging thing from before, or is this a new thing?
I don't know.
I'm worried.
The years are taking their toll. It's not him, I think.
It's not good.
No.
He just barely came back.
I know.
But if they take their time with him, you know, he could still have a nice long IC title run. I just don't know how. The fact that they're kind of, hopefully it's all a swerve and they're like, I don't know if the match is going to happen, and then DB shows up and.
But he hasn't been on Raw for the past month.
No, he's been on
Doesn't feel like a
SmackDown
swerve.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't like it.
You know what else people didn't like tonight? Axelmania dancing. I liked it.
Oh, people didn't like it?
It didn't seem like it.
It was weird. It was not in character.
He was so not ready for the match. He's like,
And he interrupted Fandango doing his own thing, and Fandango was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
yeah.
It seemed weird. I don't know.
Well, it didn't last long. Fandango hits that leg drop in a matter of seconds and gets the big W. So Axelmania was not running wild tonight exactly.
I'm very happy to have Fandango's music back.
But
Yeah.
then they miscued the Latin music
Yeah, they
when
did.
Fandango was, so...
Delete the song out of your soundboard
Yeah.
at that point. Like, you don't need it. That was,
People are in chat roll are saying concussion is what they've heard for Daniel Bryan, but who?
is that related to the curb stomp in some way? The curb stomp being taken out and Daniel Bryan getting injured? It seems like that might
I don't
be.
think he's been curb stomped recently.
I don't know. There's so many shows. I
House
can't
shows
remember.
and-
The problem is Daniel Bryan wrestles so balls to the wall that every time he goes to the ring, as amazing as he is and as safe as he is a lot of times, it's always a danger.
I'm surprised he hasn't been hurt more.
Oh, God, some of his old matches before WWE were ridiculous. You know, he wrestled over the world, so I don't know. I do not know, but we'll see what happens this Sunday. Moving on, time for Tough Enough. Triple H hits the ring and says, you know, the next superstars may be found starting on June 23rd on USA. Now, I thought this was going to be a network thing. This is actually USA.
We all thought it was going to be a network thing.
USA, by the way, is officially the WWE Network on cable.
Yeah.
They have SmackDown, Raw, and Tough Enough all coming.
When's SmackDown coming?
That's soon. I don't know the exact date, but
I love why not? Give us all one channel. You know, I'm down with that.
I guess.
You know, Sci-Fi had a
It's
good
doing
run.
well for USA,
Yeah.
so...
I don't see a problem with it unless certain people don't get USA, but USA is one of the OG.
It is. Sci-Fi, though, a lot of cable providers don't necessarily have it, and
Yeah.
so SmackDown ratings are actually going to skyrocket compared to Sci-Fi.
Well, they're both owned by the same company at the end of the
there you
day,
go.
so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, yeah, Tough Enough starting June 23rd. The universe will have to get involved. They'll be allowed to vote. And Kane comes down, gives his 2 weeks' notice, which you don't see that in wrestling too often. Seth comes down, calls him a loser, a coward, and says that this is when Kane, this is one of the best moments Kane has had
In years.
as corporate Kane.
Yeah.
So good. I'm not even going to try to recreate it, but he just calls Seth a spoiled punk. So you've been given everything, and you think you've earned it, just flips out, and then he said it wouldn't have made a difference who he chose to be champion. It could have been Dean Ambrose. It could have even been El Torito. They could have made anyone champion. That's when I popped. I'm like, get him, Kane.
But he felt it. Like, he really was
Yeah.
into this.
Except I thought Vince doesn't like little guys.
Well, I guess that's what he's saying, is that if a little guy, then he probably wouldn't be champ, but they could have made anybody do it. It's kind of...
Yeah. El Torito. So there's that. Fantastic, though. So good.
I just really liked Kane. I wasn't sure when he said, you know, he was going to come back and show his fire and brimstone if he were going to get him back in the mask again or something, but he was just coming back later for a match in his pants. Fire and brimstone pants.
Fire and brimstone pants.
Yeah.
Tripp says Kane has always been loyal, so at Extreme Rules, Kane will be the guardian of the gate, which we already spoke about just a little bit earlier. Tripp said that you guys need to shake hands and get on the same page. So shake hands. Rollins gets a quick little handshake and he stomps out. He doesn't curb stomp out, but he stomps out of that ring. So there is that.
Not allowed.
Nope. From what we hear. After the commercial break, Kane and Rollins are arguing backstage. Triple H comes up to them and says, you know what? Kane is one of the toughest dudes I've ever seen, but your corporate responsibilities have now taken over. You're no longer Hellfire and Brimstone. And Kane says, oh, yes, I am. And I'm going to prove it. And Triple H says, all right. Seth, you better start appreciating that title. Start proving it tonight against Dolph Ziggler. And Seth Rollins says, I am no longer the future. I am the man. Your thoughts?
It was a weird line. I thought he was going to say the present or something, but
That's what I was thinking too.
what do you guys think about Kane? I mean, is this maybe like the beginning of him maybe hanging up the boots, you think? Like, do you think that's in his near future, or you think he's going to...
I was going to say,
don't think so.
The last couple weeks is when I've actually started liking Corporate Kane.
Really?
Like, I felt like before I was like, oh, you're just kind of like being used a lot.
Yeah.
And now he's showing some authority, if you will.
I mean, when we spoke to Kane not that long ago, he's like, I still love doing this.
Comic-Con,
He's like,
yeah.
he's like, I'm down for whatever. And, the guy's in incredible shape. And it's
He
not
looks
like...
great. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not the way that he's moving or that he looks or anything. I just, I know he might have other things he wants to do, and he's just something about this storyline makes me feel like this could be the beginning of him.
You mean the part where he gave us 2 weeks' notice?
Yeah, even before that, it just feels like he's going against the authority a little bit in these ways, and it makes me feel like it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's interesting is that people are, everyone's chanting at Big Show to retire. We're talking about Kane maybe hanging up. I mean, those two, they're very similar in age. They're very similar in career path.
Yeah.
But they're the two giants. They're like the staple big men. I mean, can we both see them going out in a relatively similar pattern?
I hope not. I mean, I like them around, especially Kane. I really like having him as part of the business. So,
because that's the thing. There's no one like Big Show, and there's no one like Kane. I mean, they're two legends.
Yeah.
So if they're trying to get some big dudes to replace them, it's going to be tough. Even though a lot of people are not thrilled with what they do right now, I think they need to appreciate what they have done. At least
it's all about storyline.
right.
All the Big Show's kind of the same in most of them, but he did have that big crying storyline for a while, which surprised
Sure
all of
did.
us. That was pretty good.
And Kane was fantastic tonight. I dare anyone to say Kane was not on point. He was throughout the whole episode, and he was on every single segment. And him and Cena put on a hell of a match too.
Yep.
I just got schooled on some AfterBuzz trivia.
Oh, please,
Apparently, Lillian Garcia was the OG AfterBuzz.
No, that's right. Her and Maria are
so-
friends.
With the very, very first one ever?
The first AfterBuzz host for Raw, the after show.
Oh my God, how long ago was that?
5 years?
Wow.
4 years.
That was terrifying.
I thought someone had been killed.
I know.
That was a horrible sound.
I wasn't expecting the loud shriek in the beginning of that sound effect.
I thought it was done in the kitchen with the Bunsen burner, whatever clue.
The Bunsen burner.
Is there a Bunsen burner in that story?
Not in the kitchen.
It's with the cattle prod. I don't know.
Shout out to Miller SI for doing
Well, the
that.
three of us have been doing this for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And then before that, Smiley was here
I
for a
was
while.
doing it longer than you.
Kathy was
I know.
way ahead of us on that.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And then we brought it on one fateful night at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And the rest is history.
When worlds collide.
Yeah. I didn't know what to say. Let's move on to a very good match. Naomi versus Brie Bella. They gave Divas a chance tonight, even through a commercial break.
Yep.
Nice long match. Naomi said she's tired of waiting. She got rid of Paige. Now she's going to keep stomping her way to that title. They both brought it. Naomi super aggressive. Brie the nice drop kick off the top rope. Naomi had a cool bulldog into the turnbuckle, and then a rear view for the win. So what does it mean now? Naomi versus Nikki? They didn't really say, did they?
They didn't say officially. No.
You got to have a match, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we were going to have a match and it was going to be Paige, and then she got quote unquote injured. So I'm pretty sure this is transitioning to Naomi or a three-way.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's got to be a Divas match. You can't not have one on a pay-per-view.
No. Naomi looked great in this match, though. I mean, she's moving great. She controlled the whole thing, and Brie had a little bit of offense just, near the end. But otherwise, it was all Naomi all day.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
There were a couple, I feel like Brie's drop kick looked really, not stiff, but like Naomi was a little too close to her
Maybe,
seat.
yeah, maybe
and like
got-
there were a couple things that were owie.
Yeah. There was a couple of face shots, too, that looked like even Brie took like a stiff kick to the face.
And it's weird, too, because Naomi was kind of cutting a promo on the Bellas, and the Bellas are flat-out heels, so we're having a...
But are they, though? That's the thing. Like, lately
He
they've
was
been...
just talking about how he thinks
yeah.
that they're borderline face.
They've been acting...
Bellas?
They've been getting a lot of cheers
They
in the
were
crowd.
really mean last week on commentary.
That's
Let's
true.
just say that.
That is true.
Yeah. They ain't nice.
Well, we'll see.
I mean,
I'm not
feel
saying
like
they're face yet. I'm
Naomi's
saying they
not
could
really
be moving
a
that
heel.
way.
She's like an aggravated face. Because she's saying everything that
yeah.
it makes sense. The fans are still behind her.
Naomi could be almost like, and I'm not comparing because this is apples to oranges, but almost like Brock Lesnar is so much stronger and more powerful than everyone. Naomi is like, she could make the case for being by far the most athletic person in the Divas division.
I mean, Booker was all about her tonight.
Yeah, Booker goes a little off sometimes. But yeah, so maybe it might just be the thing like, look, I know I'm the best. I'm tired of waiting. This is my shot. I don't care who I got to go through. And so now I guess we have to have the match at Extreme Rules, don't we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, will Brie get involved?
I'm just kind of confused why both Paige and Miz got written off tonight. Because I thought that their movie started filming after Extreme Rules. Did it get pushed up, or
Do you think Miz is written off?
That's what happened on the app?
Oh, okay.
People were tweeting us that he just kind of exited on the app in an interview.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, Miz kept his brand. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Naomi,
Yeah, maybe they
Nikki
moved up
Bella,
shooting.
We'll see. Back to catering. Here we go. Where people getting their food, we've been back there before. It's a nice little subtle environment. People are talking, hamming it up, just kind of chilling. Heath Slater's talking to Eric Rowan. He's getting all pumped up. He's like, I'm going to accept John Cena's challenge. I am going to win the U.S. title tonight. And then he turns around and goes, oh, RKO out of nowhere.
How does he go?
Oh.
Someone make a gif of that.
Ugh.
Don't.
I'd rather you not.
Please don't. I will not retweet.
Yeah. It was a pretty good gasp. I thought he was, that was the best reaction to seeing Randy Orton standing there that he could have given.
So great. Right through the picnic table. Come on now. Good seeing Heath Slater.
Yeah.
And then Orton just grabs a chip.
Just that soul chip.
Orton's like, I love when he's outlaw Orton. You know what I mean? He's like Mad Max Orton.
I think he does do the best in this kind of world.
Well, how could you not, though? How could you not enjoy being that dude? I think it's everyone's dream is to be like a badass outlaw at one point somehow. And whether you're pretending, obviously you're pretending. You can't be an outlaw in real life, or you could be. Good luck. But, it's just, Orton's got the RKO's his gun. He's just bam, take it.
Yep.
Right in catering.
Right in catering.
Right in catering.
All up in the chips.
Moving on, Roman Reigns doesn't feel like talking, he says. So Big Show, get out here now. And guys, it's time to believe. Bo Dallas, Kathy's friend.
What?
Well, he used to like Bo Dallas back in NXT days.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just yes and it, all right?
And we're
When I say-
friends.
well, I don't mean your friends. I'm just saying you thought Bo Dallas was good at NXT.
You said friends, so yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah. I don't know him personally.
For God's sake. Just
Never met
freaking
him.
yes and me when I say something.
Not a fan of his new facial hair.
No, what's going on with that?
Well,
Fu Manchu.
the Rotundos.
Zing!
The Rotundos know how to grow facial hair. So yeah. He says, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering, blah, 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 blah. Spear! Believe that.
I really liked back at NXT when he was the whiny heel, and now he's that, but he's got this evil facial hair, and I'm like, I want you to look like the boy that can't grow facial hair
Yeah.
that you were before.
I don't. I've never really been on board with Bo Dallas. I've always
Because you never saw his exit on NXT, and it was incredible.
Real good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, I wasn't watching NXT at that time, but I just don't know I don't know if they. I don't know if they know what to do with him still.
Mm-hmm.
He's been gone for an injury. Now he's back, and he's kind of doing the exact same thing.
I like the thing that he was doing before. They just didn't transition it well from.
Yeah. But they've had time to think about it now.
Yeah.
And now he's back, and I
They
don't
haven't
think
really
that they
done
really tweaked
a grand
Nope.
reintroduction for him.
No, not a great return.
He's also, he's one of those guys that's so young, and he's got the genetics. He's going to be in this industry forever, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of know,
See if it works, and if
Yeah.
not, we'll fix it later.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's still 24 or something?
Yeah. I
He's a
feel
young
like that
kid.
window already happened. That's all.
And it could be the same thing as Axel. They could just have Bo Dallas. They could just keep beating him up until people are finally like, all right, dude, we like you. Kind of like Heath Slater in the 3MB back in the day.
Yeah, and that's working out great for him.
Well, I mean, he took an RKO through a table. That's pretty awesome. Tonight. Sheamus versus Zack Ryder. Wow, which this? How long was this?
Not very.
Did he even pin him? I mean, bro,
He didn't, actually.
I didn't think so. Yeah, Bro Kick just beats him up while he's on the mic. Said he's tired of boy band wannabes and just drags him around the ring. And then Ziggler hits the Famouser. But
Yeah, with two brogue kicks. One inside, one outside. Went for the third, then Ziggler came out. But yeah, I like Sheamus as a heel. I think it's the best thing they can do with him. The beard is obviously, hearkening to his Celtic situation, but I don't really love it.
Look, people were booing him already.
Yeah.
Now they're really booing him. It was a great decision. And Sheamus he's just taking it all in and he's enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it turns out for him. Tonight the crowd was a little mild on him, to be honest.
Yeah.
They were not caring as much as they did last week.
Well, it's kind of a weird thing to be ready for a Kiss Me Arse match. Maybe they're confused.
I don't know what to think of that either. So.
I don't know what that is. How do you win the match? I
mean,
know.
you win the match and then the loser has to kiss me arse.
Oh.
Your arse?
Me arse.
I think it's funny how Sheamus made the stipulation and Ziggler was never like, wait, who made that match? Who said yes to that?
It's very strange.
Ziggler just accepted it like, all right, well.
I mean, it's like harkening back to Vince McMahon, Kiss My Ass Club, but
of course,
it's not that at all. So, I don't know. It just feels weird.
Yeah, it really does. Moving on, John Cena. He says, I gave Rusev his first loss. And yeah, people cringe when I say this, but the champ is here. Kane accepts the challenge, and this is a pretty good match. Kane in control for most of it. Of course, attitude adjustment finally for the win. And Rollins and J&J are kind of laughing from the back. And afterwards, Kane walks by Triple H, and he just looks mad.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, but it was a good match, I thought. I mean, it wasn't it wasn't quite at the level of the previous Open Challenge matches the last few weeks, but pretty good.
It's very weird, still adjusting to Cena being in the middle of the show and not getting multiple segments.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good.
True.
It's nice to have, up until this moment, it's been basically kind of the up-and-comer guys that have been challenging him, so it's been great to have them in a match with Cena.
No, I mean, I'm liking it. I think that it makes him more likable because it's not being, shoved.
Yeah, here's the man.
Yeah.
Love the man. Yeah.
Which is what the WWE needs. John Cena is not going to be there forever.
Yeah.
They need to build up their other talent.
I mean, that's why the Seth Rollins thing is great.
He's killing it. He really has. Really has been. Renee Young with The Miz backstage. I love this part. The Miz brand is on the line tonight, and Miz says, I'm a fighting machine. And I'm going to go celebrate my movie after winning over Mizdow tonight. Renee cuts him off. She's like, hold on a second. Wait. Oh, my God, Byron Saxton's with John Cena. And they I love that. They just cut to John Cena and Saxton, and then next thing you know, before he even gets a word out, Rusev attacks with what kind of chain?
I think it was maybe Canadian.
Okay. Walmart, maybe.
Yeah. Walmart's not Canadian, but they're in Arkansas.
Djiboutian.
Djiboutian.
You
just want to say
one of them Djiboutian chains. Attacks him with a chain, puts him in an accolade, and it looked nasty. I can only imagine there's going to be some memes off of that picture.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. By the way, I loved when Miz showed the cover of Marine 4. He had his hand right over top of Summer Rae, so it only showed the Miz. It was really great.
Yeah.
Such a great heel move.
It really was. And, accolade, we got Russian chain match this week. But what an accolade that was with the chain. Looked like he was just smashing Cena's nose.
Oh, that was painful.
It really did.
You don't think that Rusev is going to get this back, do you? This title?
No, not after tonight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough, though.
Yeah. Now that I understand what it is, we have seen a match like that before, but they always used a...
Texas bull rope.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. JBL, I remember specifically had a...
That was his thing back in the early to mid 2000s. That was his favorite go-to.
Yeah. Well, he was champ, I think, right?
Yeah, when he came out with the music with my favorite part was the cow would moo and
Why would you put a mooing cow in your entrance music?
I love that though. It added to his pompous assness. I just love that music. It's right in the middle of it. I'll play it for you sometime, Kathy.
Okay.
It's JBL's music. You've heard it. When he comes out to announce, you heard his music.
Oh.
No, you're not ringing a bell?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm kind of upset that we don't see more of Lana recently.
There it is.
Thank you, Donica. You the man, dog.
I'll do it.
Is she still filming? Is Lana still filming?
I would think not.
I'm hoping she would be back by this
I mean, it
pay-per-view.
takes a little bit of time to film a movie, right?
Well, depends. I don't think she's like got a huge role, right?
Who knows? Miz versus Mizdow. Summer Rae with her Daisy Dukes on at Mizdow's side. Mizdow, not even a long match, really. Mizdow hits a swinging neck breaker. Miz gets a cheap shot in. Mizdow hits the ropes. Then Summer rakes his eyes. Skull-crushing finale for the win.
Summer Rae.
What'd I
Her
say?
name is Summer Rae.
Summer rakes his eyes.
Oh, you son. Boy. Skull-crushing finale for the win. Miz keeps the brand. He takes the mic. I'm the Miz, and I'm RKO. Randy Orton hits the 4th RKO of the evening. So I imagine this was supposed to be a pay-per-view match, right?
What? Who?
The whole Miz versus Mizdow thing. Or was this never planned to be?
They always get pushed.
Poor guys. They're the regular Goldust and Stardust.
I guess.
I mean, it would make sense if they pushed up filming of Miz's movie earlier, and
just
that's
get
why
it.
he can't do it, because they did the same thing to Paige, so.
Yeah, and this had a stipulation as well, so it sounds like it was gonna be at the pay-per-view.
My question is, what happens to Mizdow now? Because I really, really thought that to me, I thought he was going to come out on top of this whole feud. And now if it's over, what the hell do you do if you're Mizdow?
Well, he gets to reboot his character, which we knew was inevitably coming, because now he can't use the Miz gimmick, so now he has whatever his new gimmick will be, which is going to be great, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that feud's over, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just a little
Just
concerned.
accept it.
No, I accept it. I just, you know.
It didn't have the ending that I think we all hoped for.
Sure.
I don't think it's ending yet. I
Really?
think that Damian will get a chance to reboot his gimmick, and everybody will be enjoying it a lot more than The Miz. So when The Miz comes back from shooting, he'll be like, see, you were wrong. They didn't forget me. And then they'll have maybe another couple months.
Okay. But
Yeah.
then who does he feud with in the meantime?
No.
It'd be a fun little summer feud leading to
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
Heath Slater,
Summer
whatever.
feud?
Summer feud.
Summer feud?
Summer feud.
Summer feud happens You know all the words of that
Yep,
song.
all the words. Bray Wyatt next. He's in the darkness. It's smoky, and we still don't know who he's talking to. He says
Bo Dallas.
No, he's not talking to Bo Dallas. He says the weight of your personal failures will drag you down and blind you until only you'll be able to see is my face, looking down on you. It all fades away, and so will you, friend. Behold, the new face of fear.
I didn't know you did a Bray Wyatt impression.
On occasion.
It's okay.
It's like 6.5 out of
It was
10.
me. I was only on a 6.5. I didn't bring it up to a 10.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, then you were right on the
Then
money.
I nailed it.
Nailed it.
Who is he talking to? Someone tell me.
We don't know. Why
Okay.
are you yelling?
I don't know, because I wanted to yell sometimes.
People think it's Ryback. Some people. I don't know why back.
Which, you guys were at the wordplay tonight. My God.
We were doing a lot of
Some
cross.
better than others.
It's true. That wasn't really. It was about a 6.5.
But did you notice
Bad joke.
Ryback immediately after Bray Wyatt, his match?
Yeah.
But what he's saying, though, why would it make sense for Ryback?
I think that they still don't know, and that's why they're keeping them generic.
Yeah. I think that's a better option.
Because what happens if they keep building this and they've already said the person, and then that person gets injured, or...
And do you, I mean, I like Ryback, but do you follow up a feud, sort of a feud, I guess, at least a match with The Undertaker with Ryback?
Well, it could be just Bray Wyatt kind of building himself back up. Although that wouldn't do
needs a
anything.
win.
Wouldn't help Ryback. But yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ryback versus Adam Rose. Squash me real fast. Shell shock for the W.
Squash me.
Hot dog and a banana attack. Ryback puts him in the garbage disposal and then has a joke that Cathy Kelley would write saying, "What did the hot dog say to the banana?" Go ahead, Cathy. What's the punchline?
Screw you, Johnny.
Wow, hilarious punchline.
Nothing, because their asses just got shell shocked. Feed me s'mores.
Yum.
There you go.
Is that an option? Is there
Banana
s'mores?
s'more hot dogs.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh, someone and Tina Keys in chat roll claims that Bray's talking to Sting seems obvious. Does it now?
I mean, if they drag it out to SummerSlam, then I could see that happening.
So they're just going to make Sting be that guy that loses to
It'll
everybody?
be a
Come
summer
on!
feud.
Still making that work, are you? It's about 6.5.
Hot dog and a banana. They gone. Renee Young backstage with Kane. She reads a tweet from J&J Security that basically talks about Kane eating a diaper or something. It was
Something like that, but not that.
depends.
Yes.
Which are.
But
essentially.
not eating one.
No, not eating a diaper. I said needing a diaper.
Okay.
S'mores diapers.
Turn up your headphones, Dale.
S'mores diapers are the best diapers.
Oh, no. Kane storms into the office and Rollins apologizes and says, I'm going to dedicate my match with Dolph Ziggler to you. You're the bigger man, literally and figuratively. So he apologizes. You got what you want. You're the bigger man. I'm going to walk away.
I like then when Kane mentioned the tweet, Noble was like,
Noble is Noble.
gotta go.
Noble.
Noble's so good.
It does. Noble. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Hey, everyone in chat roll agrees with me. Johnny's right. That is a Cathy type of joke. Pew.
What are the air guns?
I don't know. It's an air gun kind of night.
Why? Because it's really funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh, he's busy typing.
I'm good.
No, yeah.
I'm trying to engage with the people in chat roll and engage with you guys. I'm trying to multitask.
That's working really well for you.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Maybe you could talk.
Remember when Cathy used to do it? That was a good time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd ask Cathy a question, be like, "What?" It was pretty awesome. What? What? What's happening? Oh my God! I came out of nowhere!
It's a distraction.
I can't believe you fell for that. Now who needs a s'more depends?
Oh, wow, 2 in 1 show.
Yeah.
That was a great distraction.
You actually looked.
Whoa.
That was great.
I actually thought I know how to sell it. Fun dads use air guns. That's right. That was a great RKO up top. I love it.
Great distraction.
You only got 3 more to tie Orton for the night.
We don't have to.
Oh! Yes! Everyone gets one. Donica, get your ass out here.
Hell no, I'm staying back here.
Okay.
That doesn't seem fair.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
That actually adjusted me. I'm actually now feeling pretty
Don't.
good.
What the hell are you doing?
I was gonna hide.
She was trying to sneak back here.
Oh, that would have been so good.
I am back there. You don't even know yet.
Out of nowhere. Hey, I'm not no-selling Ron Corleone. I'm selling these RKOs, man. Anyways, let's go to the main event. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Rollins in control early on. Ziggler tries to fight back, hits the super kick. Sheamus comes down with a distraction. Rollins hits him with a modified DDT. Now, no curb stomp. It was a move we hadn't really seen from Rollins, so that makes you wonder if the curb stomp thing really is true. But anyway, he gets the pin and the win.
It is strange,
Yes.
and I don't like it because that's one of my favorite moves.
So, I don't know. Why would they get rid of it?
I mean, obviously, if it's injuring people, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard that before. I mean, I don't recall anyone getting severely hurt from an what you call it?
Did you ever see the way Lesnar sold one? It's pretty terrifying. He just went full head into the mat from about 2 feet up.
Yeah.
Well,
I would say that that's also one of the moves that looks like kids, or they think that they could replicate it easily, and it not going
because you could, yeah. I mean, it looks like you could really hurt your spine in that move
face everything.
and your face.
So Rollins gets the win, and at that point, he hits the mic. Triple H hustles down real quick just to say Seth Rollins will win this Sunday. Rollins cuts him off and says, "Let me finish my thought. I'm going to pin Randy Orton, rendering Kane useless and obsolete as the guardian of the gate." And speaking of Kane, Kane comes down to the ring, but Rollins demands that the cage lowers down so that way Kane can't get to him. Well, guess who's in the ring by the time the cage goes down?
Me.
Triple H.
Cathy Kelley.
Who won?
Cathy was in the ring.
Cathy threw out 3 RKOs tonight. She's clearly the winner of this show.
Oh yeah.
And she might. People are calling for a slap before the show's over. I don't even know.
That's not themed well.
Got it. So yeah, Orton beats the crap out of Rollins and massive RKO. Was it a bigger RKO than a WrestleMania? Because Rollins was up.
He was way up there.
Yes.
Because he pulled him off the cage, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. That one at WrestleMania was pretty amazing.
It was. I'm excited for this match. I think because these two guys, man, they are going to bring it. Overall thoughts, now that we're done with Raw for tonight, what are your thoughts on Extreme Rules? I mean, it's always tough to follow up Mania.
I feel like they, like, last week I was like, oh, they're setting the card so early. And now I'm like, wait, what?
It's now. It's basically this weekend.
It sure
it is
is.
this weekend. It's not basically, it is,
Yeah.
I mean, they've got 6 or 7 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 8 listed.
I have 7.
Okay.
Maybe.
Go ahead, run them down. We'll see.
Well, you got the cage match.
Sure.
You got the Kiss My Arse. You got the tag.
Which no one knows what the hell that's going to be.
I mean, Sheamus probably will win just because he's back, and I don't know. They want to build him up more as a a-hole.
Yeah.
Tag. You got the chain. You got the IC, maybe. You got the Divas, probably. Mm-hmm. And Chicago Street Fight. What did you have on there that I didn't have?
I had... What the hell's my thing? I had like 8.
You had like 8? Because 7 is like 8.
Huh? What? Because 7, 8, 9? Right.
That joke.
Total dad joke. You're right. I had the tag titles: Harper, Ambrose, Roman's Big Show, Naomi, Nikki Bella, probably Sheamus, Ziggler, Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett, Cena, Rusev, Orton, Rollins.
Yeah, those are all the same.
Okay, I think that's. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I won't be able to watch it till probably midnight on Sunday night, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Why is 6 afraid of 7, Kathy?
Because 7 is a registered 6 offender.
Oh my God! That was so not the punchline I was expecting.
I know, because you're a dad.
I'm such a fun dad. I've never heard that alternative punchline before. Wow.
What's the original punchline?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Is there a cricket soundbite?
That's right. So what do you guys think about Extreme Rules? I mean, we're always down for a pay-per-view, and if you're getting it for free this month, then what the hell? You have nothing to complain about. Enjoy it. But I think there's some interesting matches going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the same after WrestleMania. It's usually rematches, and they add some stipulations, and then there's a couple of new things in there. You know.
Honestly, the biggest thing that came out of tonight for me was the Tough Enough announcement.
Yep, you're pumped, and you're going to be in it.
For your future.
Get in there. Lace those boots up.
People would be mad if I didn't
I got
say
no laces.
hashtag hobo is tough enough.
Yes, that's who I
Hobo
nominate.
should give it a shot, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is he going to give it a shot?
He's trying.
Oh.
Good, he puts on great matches for Championship Wrestling, so why
Love
not?
that.
Yeah.
We wish him the best for that, absolutely.
I already nominated him on my Twitter. Retweet it.
Oh, wait, can you do that on Twitter?
I said.
Okay.
I literally wrote.
It's a tweet.
I nominate @TrueHobo for hashtag Tough Enough. That's how this works, right?
You didn't even tag Triple H.
Oops. Tag him, people.
That's all right. If Hobo, no, they're looking for people. We just saw Cassie notice today. If he wants to try out, he definitely can. There's no doubt about that. He can submit at least. So before we go, guys, before we put ourselves over, it's about that time. But Dale, the floor is yours, sir.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it either.
Got it.
I'm moving to D.C., Washington.
Washington,
D.C.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the other in D.C.
Yeah.
So I won't be here as much. And by that I mean not much at all. I'm going to come into town sometimes. I don't
Yeah.
want to move,
I know.
but it's happening.
Sometimes life happens and you got to go, you know?
Yeah, you know, opportunities, et cetera, et cetera. I'll be watching a bunch of wrestling still.
Well, that doesn't do
But-
anything for us.
Yeah,
No, it
I can be. Thank you, studio audience. I can be a floating head back there on occasion. Or
We would
something.
love to have you as a floating head.
You know.
Yeah. On the bright side, you know, one of your best buddies for life.
Your body
Anson, who's a friend of
sitting
ours.
next to me.
Yeah. It's going to be weird.
I can. Oh.
But you'll be hanging out with Anson all the time. It'll be good to see him.
Yeah.
So-
Who?
I gotta like.
He hasn't been on this show. He's a friend of the compadres, but he lives back there. I know Cathy. I'm
He's
sorry.
no Cathy Kelley. Let's just say it. Yeah, it's really weird, and I mean, I'll be back to LA. I'm almost positive at some point, but it's just one of those ventures you gotta hop on the horse to win the race.
That's a long way for a horse to go, Dale.
Is that a problem? Should I have booked something like a car?
I wish that there was a huge earthquake and everything between LA and DC just fell into oblivion.
Jesus, don't
Wow.
do that,
That's-
Cathy.
So that you could stay
I like that.
here.
Certainly not the first person to wish that, anyways.
It's a bummer. We'll talk more about it on Compadres this week. I'll probably be crying on the show.
oh gosh.
But you will be here next Monday.
Next week will be my last week on while I live here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, I'm glad we saved this for the end to be a total down.
Cathy just RKO'd herself.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I've seen a self high five and a self RKO.
I know. So yeah, I mean, and everyone in chat roll is not. They're very upset as well. But you know, life takes you in different directions, and you know, if you're gonna move and take new opportunities, you got to do it while you're young. And so I applaud you for it, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I'll be around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. Well, we just knew it'd be fair to you guys to let you know that Dale will be leaving.
Going through the 7 stages of grief right now?
Yeah.
Are cupcakes one of the stages?
I wish.
That's stage
There's
2 through 7.
denial, anger.
Cupcakes. I'm pretty sure it's in there.
Yeah.
Can we add an 8th step if not?
Yeah.
So we got a week to, you know. So yeah, we'll have to figure out. We'll figure out what this life means. We'll figure it all out. Anyway, Dale, put yourself over, my friend.
You can find me at The Walking Dale on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on Dishing Up Movies on YouTube and sitting next to Cathy for one more week.
Cathy Kelley.
Find me moving to DC.
Hey! It only makes me happy.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley, on Instagram at Cathy Kelley. And oh my gosh, we forgot to Periscope this week. Who are we?
Oh my God.
No.
And if you go to DC and you go to DC, that means no one's gonna be watching my dumb ass. So
That's true. You should say it just for Johnny.
that might be the end of the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Periscope this.
Periscope right now. All right, at Jay Quasto, at Wrestling Buds, of course, we have another amazing show coming up. We had Jake the Snake Roberts last week. If you haven't downloaded the episode, you better listen to it. We're going to have Austin Aries in studio this week, friend of the show. So yeah, at Jay Quasto, Pittsburgh. I'm at the Pittsburgh Improv, May 13th to May 16th. Please come out and see me on May 13th. I'm headlining, and I'll be at the La Jolla Comedy Store in San Diego, May 8th and 9th. Otherwise, jlocomedy.com. And thank you guys so much. We love you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. RKO out of nowhere!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.